Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to Trippy Commentaries. Thanks for checking out the episode. I'm RJ. If you've explored Red Dead Redemption 2, you're probably very familiar with the two main mountains in the game, Mount Shan as well as Mount Hagen. And Mount Hagen appears to be the tallest mountain in the game, but there are actually two that are much more taller. And one is the Forbidden Mountain. It is impossible to get to the peak. I'll show you the Forbidden Mountain in Red Dead Redemption 2 in today's episode. First, I did want to give you a heads up. We're about to give a PlayStation 5 Pro away here at the channel. So if you want a chance to win it, just make sure to subscribe. Hit the notification bell. We will be giving it away live. So you have to join up in the live stream. Hit the notification bell. It'll let you know as soon as we go live. More details to come, so stay tuned. With that said, do me a favor, guys. Hit the like button. I will meet you in the frigid north here in Red Dead Redemption 2. We have also found something crazy, which is located deep in the snow within an avalanche. I'll show you that discovery in a moment. But right here to the north of Mount Hagen is the massive mountains that are above the glacier. So to the south is Mount Shan. We're of course on top of Mount Hagen. And if you go further north, that is where you'll see the Mount Everest here in RDR2. Let's start heading that way. There's an ice trail that leads to that mountain, but first we'll stop by the Avalanche. So if you're not sure how to get to the ice trail, make your way to the hidden tunnel, go inside, make Arthur pass out, and then you'll wake up outside the map. So you can find the tunnel right here. I'll have a link in the description that'll show you how to do it. It's very easy, and it's the gateway to places that Rockstar does not want you to find. Here it is, the Avalanche. Now, I believe it was supposed to be a big part of the beginning of the game, and it is now cut content. But within the Avalanche itself, buried in the snow, that is where you can find something pretty interesting. Probably something that proves that Rockstar had plans for the Avalanche. Here's one of them. You see that? A frozen horse, dead from all of the snow and of course trees landing right on top of it. So here's another one. Maybe we can melt it and bring it back to life. Here's the exact spot on the map. I've never noticed this before. What if there's something else underneath the snow? A UFO? Aliens? We'll never know what Rockstar had in mind for the Avalanche. You guys ever played 1080 back from the Nintendo 64? This hidden trail kind of reminds me of that game. Now all we need is a snowboard. So here's the backside of the glacier. You can find one mountain to the left and then the Forbidden Peak to the right. We'll see if we can get all the way to the tippy top. And I'm sure you remember the mission where you had to save John Marston from the wolf pack. You do explore these mountains. It is the only time during the story that you get to visit them. You have to admit, it is very impressive, all of the different things you can find outside the map. There's two gigantic mountains, ice caves, and a lot to explore if you can actually get here. I think a blizzard's starting up. We have made it here in online. We had to go in through Mexico and go around the entire map just to make it right here. I bet out of all the players who played Red Dead Redemption 2, only about 1% of them made it to this one location. When you see the footage of us making it to the top of that mountain, it is surprising. You'll wonder how we pulled it off. Now this mountain seems to be a lot more intimidating. How the hell are we going to get all the way up there? There's another peak right here. Perhaps if we cross the ice cave, we might be able to make it. So here's where you can find John Marston. He's right here yelling out for your help. It probably looks familiar to you. It's a very memorable part of the game. Go along this path, get ambushed by wolves, and then eventually escape. But we don't want to escape. We want to make it up to the top of this peak right here. And then you got this one that is towering above it. I don't know if it's possible. The views up here are glorious. They definitely have plenty of locations to work with if they do want to add more content, maybe a DLC, some sort of an expansion. We've been hearing that a next-gen version of the game will come out later on this year. We'll have that official PS5 release. And I think Rockstar will have to give us an extension. So maybe send us to Mexico. Maybe more to do up here on these mountains. Because this is a location that more people need to visit. Arthur, we need some mountain climbing gear. Look at that. You can see for miles and miles and miles. You do not want to fall down, because one false move and you're donezo. We're going to have to shimmy up there, Arthur. You can do it, buddy. This almost looks like a pyramid peak right here. Let's go ahead and jump down and see if we can get up there. Watch out, Arthur. Don't roll down. This might be doable. This method does look a little bit tricky if you're not sure what I'm doing. But once you figure it out, it's actually very helpful and pretty easy at the same time. There we go. This is going to give us a great view, guys. Keep going to the top. You're almost there, Arthur. Uh-oh. We got some glitch action. Wrong way. And there we go. Only Rockstar could fit a Mount Everest-sized mountain outside the map, physically there for you to explore. You can see it through the blizzard. And then the other mountain to the right of it, also outside the map. We've made it to the top of that. It was crazy. I'll show you the proof. We have it recorded. And I cannot wait to go back. Check this out. So you're going to want to go all the way around the mountain. Be careful. There are plenty of cliffs to fall down. But if you can get right here, you're almost to the peak. We can see it. You know, we just got to go a little bit further up. Alright, so we see Slipshoe right up there, sliding around, earning his name. And I think we can probably do the glitch maneuver one more time to try to get up all the way to the top. Okay. Oh, I just faded through his horse. That could have been deadly. We got to be close. Here we are. You cannot get any taller than that here in Red Dead Redemption 2. The real tallest mountain in the game, and that is the peak. A little bit foggy out here. We're pretty much higher up than the clouds. Okay, so much for a view. It's starting to rain up here. So we made it. Pretty soon the skies will clear. We're going to have the best view in all of Red Dead Redemption. Is that lightning? What is this weather? I feel like a UFO might show up at this point. Rockstar, we made it to the tallest point. You gotta have something up here. The clouds are clearing. Slipshoe, we made it, bro. The first time that we made it here on the Xbox. We did it one time on the PlayStation. Now we did measure it, and it looks close, but this peak is actually just a little bit taller than the peak across the way. And we tried to make it to that one. I think that one might be impossible. But right here, the actual highest mountain in all of Red Dead Redemption 2, towering over Mount Hagen, definitely taller than Mount Shan. So I searched on YouTube and couldn't find anybody else who had made it up here. So we will name this one Trippy Everest. Look at the view, the glacier. Unfortunately, still a lot of clouds, but nonetheless, this is one of the best secret locations in the game. I challenge you to get here yourself. Just follow the ice trail. I'll put a link to another video where we showed that off. You just got to keep going up, go around the mountain, and it's really not too hard. Here's another avalanche, this one inside the map, but there are no horses buried underneath. And there's one more view of the mountains. Man, it is awesome. This game is the greatest game of all time, and we will make it all the way to the peak. So stay tuned. Don't forget, we're giving away a PS5 Pro here at the channel. With GTA 6 around the corner, you're going to want it, and we got you covered. So sub if you were new, hit the notification bell. It'll let you know anytime we go live. We'll see you in the live stream later on tonight. Until then, stay tuned, and as always, make sure to stay trippy, my friends. Y'all come back now, you hear?